Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it turns out this first form hoodie makes me look really tan. I like it. Also, this is like the coolest hoodie ever. If you want to buy first form stuff, I have the link below, 3xfit.firstform.com, gives you free shipping, and I think it's like $8 on the website, so use that link, and this is like amazing. I love it so much. I just got it today and I'm like freaking out wearing it. I'm gonna wear it to the gym later, so I look really cool and colorful. Okay. It's really late at night, which is why I'm probably kind of weird today. But I'm really excited to talk about what we're talking about, which is how to stop bloating, how to stop getting that bloating feeling, that kind of like air bubbles feeling, just uncomfortable feeling. Do you guys get that? Thumbs up this video if you guys have ever experienced bloating ever in your life. So everybody should thumbs it up because I definitely have. And we all want to figure out how to get rid of it, right? It's like no fun when we wake up and we just feel like, right? And we just feel like we're full of like air and just not good stuff. So I have got tips on how to avoid bloating. These are really important and you definitely want to listen up. So number one is to cut back on sugar-free gum. A lot of people don't know sorbitol and aspartame are not digestible in your body and they trigger bloating. Also, when you're chewing gum, you're swallowing a lot of air, which can cause like the buildup of that air in your stomach, which can also cause bloating. So really, really basic, really simple. But if you chew a ton of sugar-free gum and you get bloating, that's probably the reason. It's because your body can't digest the aspartame and the sorbitol and it's causing you to bloat. Because when your body can't digest it, causes you to bloat. It's the same with like lactose and gluten intolerance, guys. Okay, so that one's pretty basic. Cut back on your sugar-free gum. Doesn't mean you can't ever have it, but if you're bloating a lot, definitely steer clear of it. Number two is to eat slower. So again, this kind of pertains to like taking in a lot of air, but when you're eating really, really fast and you're just trying to get it down, you probably all experience this, you're swallowing a ton of air, which causes, same thing, a lot of bloating and like the air gas buildup in your stomach. You want to slow down your eating, make sure that you chew your food thoroughly, eat slower. It's also going to make you feel fuller faster if you're eating slower because your stomach is going to fill up. You're going to have more time in between bites and all that fun stuff. So you're going to end up probably eating less than you normally would because you'll feel fuller faster. And you won't get bloated, which is awesome. Number three is raw veggies. So raw vegetables can actually be really hard on your digestive system. Some people have more problems than others. For instance, I actually have a lot of problems with cauliflower and broccoli, but those are really the only two. Some people will have other problems with asparagus, maybe carrots, maybe green beans, things like that. Some raw vegetables are really hard for our body to digest. So you just want to be aware of how your body responds to certain vegetables. Also, cooking your vegetables, if you're getting a lot of bloating and if you're eating a lot of raw vegetables, cooking them will help them be a little bit easier to digest by your body, and that will lessen the bloating effect that you're getting by just eating them raw. So try cooking them. If you're eating a lot of raw vegetables and you're getting bloated, try cooking them a little bit and see if that helps. Number four is to de-stress. This one is a really hard one. I think we probably all struggle with this. De-stressing is really hard to do, especially at night, right? I find it so hard to like de-stress and be able to like relax and calm down and like tone down and go to sleep. I'm like kind of like awake and just like go, go, go. And I really have to actively de-stress. But your stress hormones speed up your digestive system, which when it's running really, really, really fast, it can cause bloating as well. So you want to try to de-stress, try to relax, try to unwind, or if you're really kind of stressed and amped up, go for a walk. Get it kind of moving around in there in a really healthy way and kind of like get out some of that stress, and it'll help to kind of like regulate your digestive system so that you're not getting that bloating from digesting too fast. All of us have had that experience, right, when we've been sick, like when we've had an intestinal virus or something like that, and we eat and our body just digests it right away and just tries to get rid of it, and we get that like bloaty feeling, right? And then we feel really empty. That is when your digestive system is working really, really fast. So you want to just try to regulate a little bit and keep it on an even scale. Number five is to drink more water. This is the most basic, and I generally recommend a gallon of water a day. It's 128 ounces. Bloating can definitely be caused by not drinking enough water. When you're not drinking enough water, your body holds on to the water. This is why you hear about water retention, because your body's like, I don't know when we're going to get the next water that they're going to give us. So we need to hold on to this water so that we have water to survive. So if you're drinking a gallon a day, you're going to flush out the excess water that your body's holding on to, and that will also decrease your bloating, because bloating can be from water retention and things like that. So drinking a gallon of water or 128 ounces of water a day is what I generally recommend. Now, if you're a lot smaller, really small, you might want to drink a little bit less, but that will help your body not hold on to excess water and flush everything out every day. So drinking water is so important to avoid bloating. Number 6, this goes directly along with it, is to limit your sodium intake. When you're shopping for foods, especially processed foods at the grocery store, if you're buying them, you want to make sure to find things that are 500 milligrams or less of sodium per serving in whatever you're buying. You also want to try to stay between 1,500 and 2,300 milligrams of sodium a day. Now, I think this is hardest for people because you don't realize how much sodium is in things until you really start to look at the labels. So be mindful of what you're eating. Start to read on the labels the sodium in the foods that you're eating so that you can eat a little bit less sodium. Sodium causes water retention. I mean, it's salt. Just imagine, you guys, if you were drinking salt water, your body's going to hold on to more regular water because sodium holds on to water. It makes you swell, right? Have you guys ever had like pizza or, I don't know, like Chinese foods really high in sodium or ramen and like overnight your fingers swell up? That's because it's so high in sodium, it's making your body retain that water. So again, less sodium, more water. That is definitely how you can get rid of bloating really fast. My number 7 tip, one that won't necessarily apply to everybody, but if you're really having chronic bloating and none of those other tips are working for you, get tested for a gluten or lactose intolerance. Both of those can cause really severe bloating. And so if nothing is working, if you aren't changing anything with your diet, if everything is good and you're just having this like chronic bloating feeling, and it might be after you have gluten or after you have lactose, go get tested to see if you're intolerant in one of those areas, because those both signs, major signs of intolerance for lactose and gluten, are bloating. So definitely get that checked out if you're interested. So those are my 7 tips, you guys. I know some of them seem really simple, but that can be bloating. It can be really simple. It doesn't have to be super complex. It's just some really basic things that you can tweak to help give you that nice flat tummy and not worry about bloating so much and not being so uncomfortable. I hope that some of these are new to you and that if you're experiencing bloating that you can use these to help alleviate some of that. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. It's strengthsweatsoul@gmail.com and I can try to help you, of course. And that's it for today's video. So I have a super fun video coming for you guys tomorrow. You seriously don't want to miss it. I am so excited. It's ridiculous how excited I am. I cannot wait for it. So have an amazing day, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.